is the
This
last
conference will now be
class.
recorded.
Today is the last class of your Lightning. Monday onwards, we'll be starting LWC. Lightning Web Component will start from 22nd June 2020, 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Same time zone, same time. We will continue. It'll be a Lightning Web Component class. We'll be starting LWC class, right? It will continue for 3 weeks. Expected to close by somewhere 10th if it start for 3 to 4 weeks. 10th or 17th, again 1 more month. LWC, almost 3 to 4 weeks and 1 more month, 1 month class again. LWC. This is the end of Lightning concept, right? Now, very quick recap what we have done in the Lightning. We started with a component, right? We started with components. We have seen how to create a component, a Lightning component. Then component is nothing but this is the appearance, or in the component we do the designing part, or our button, right? Color is this, right? Style, right? We can define a style class, right? Structure, the basic structure of a Lightning design is done with what? Lightning component. Then all the elements we control using what? Controllers. In real time, your life will be controller, 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 controller. Complete control. Any additional program we write on helper. Any type of style we write on style, right? We write on style. SVGs, right? SVGs are not used in real time. We don't use any vector, we don't do any designings, right? Re-render, refresh, we don't use in the real time, right? There is no particular usage of it unless until, and these are in beta. Some of the re-render will not work. You can do some research in Google, you will see that the re-render reroute function is not working, or it doesn't work, because these are default loads. So we don't need, actually there is no need of all this page refresh, and everything can be done with a command, right? There is no particular command available even to refresh a page or reload a page, right? We have to use location.refresh, certain Java generic commands we use, right? So in single word, we have learned components. We have seen how to handle components with loops or list of data, how to handle list data type, collection data type in component. We have seen how to go ahead and use Aura iteration. We have seen how to use Aura if, right? Aura iteration. We have seen Aura if. Similarly, in the controller, we have learned how to use for each in the for loop, each one item in that loop. We have learned data table. These are the things that you're going to place in your resume as your roles and responsibilities. Worked on multiple, list of data using data tables. Worked on, right, component iteration, component Aura iteration, right? So on the components you'll write. In the controllers, we have seen how to call a server-side controllers, worked on controllers, right? Created controllers as per client requirement, custom logics, client-side controller, interacting a client-side controller with a server-side controllers, right? These all you have performed. Designing with CSS, right? All the CSS designing and everything. So you can put in the resume that you have worked on cards, layouts, right? Lightning cards, layouts, tabs, right? Various Lightning components you have worked on. Then, right, we came to the next concept, right? Was what? The LDS. Oh, sorry, let's start with the event. We came with the event or LDS. Anything I can start. We learned event, application event, component event, how to handle event, right? You can write that created event as per business requirement, right? Handling the event with Aura handlers, Aura register event, right? Enqueuing an action, calling, passing data with an event you worked. So you have learned events. Next, LDS, form-based, programming-based. Form-based, programming-based. By the way, did who's that, Bhavani, or right, is it Bhavani? I asked you to post the LDS, the homework that I gave you using LDS, right, using Aura
Surek.
method and using LDS. Surekha, right? Surekha, did you
Yes.
post that program
Yes,
in
sir.
the chat? Okay,
Yes,
that's good.
yes.
Complete program you have posted, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So somebody came up and somebody said that, they are able to do with server-side controller, but they are not able to do with LDS, right? In the method action override classes, right? Using Aura method. So the program is copied there. You can go ahead and check, right? What else we have learned? Then we have went to LDS. We have learned how to handle LDS, form-based, record form, view form, edit form. Same way, right? New record, save record, right? Update record, delete record. The methods we have seen, how to go ahead and use those methods. There's a particular way of writing those methods. They might ask you to write behind your resume. So be careful, guys. Please practice all these things before you put in your resume and you go ahead in the interview, right? So if there is somebody experienced like me, they will ask you to write the program behind your resume and the white sheet, right? Next, what else we have seen, right? We have seen Aura method, right? We have seen interfaces, how to use interfaces, what are the interface supporting, right? Then what else we have seen? We have also seen how to go ahead and use the tokens, how to use a lightning component in a Visualforce environment, right? We have seen. So mostly you will put these in your resumes. Components, controllers, CSS, events, application, and component events, right? LDS, Lightning Data Service, programming model with form, right? Without writing a server-side controllers, Aura enabled, right? So these are what you'll be placing in your resume. Aura methods, using Aura methods, right? Interfaces, tokens, right? And lightning out, right? So you will be placing 1 year of experience, 1 to 1.5 years. Don't worry, even the experienced people also in the same category as of today. All these are very recent technology. Hardly you will find in any company somebody is experienced. Rarely, right? I have checked it out in HCL. There is no much Lightning and LWC. Accenture, it is my student only who has started the LWC practice in Accenture, OF88 batch, right? He is now leading the LWC, right, in Accenture. So I keep on, checking the status of the companies where what's happening. So if you get an Accenture interview, it would be the same team who will be asking you LWC requirement and Lightning, medium based, because they have attended my class. So two of them knows what is in the class. So they will ask you the question from here, right? Other companies, mostly they don't have LWC practice yet, right? But they're looking for LWC resources. They have started Lightning, but not in a full-fledged the way we have gone to the Aura methods, right? Using interfaces, events. No, they have not yet. They started with some basic components with controllers, and they are practicing and creating those. Right? I'm talking about the different companies. That's the reason I told you it is quite easy for you now. As soon as the lockdown comes down, you roll out your resume, right? Focus on Lightning. Put the first project in Lightning under your roles and responsibility, your knowledge skill set in the starting page itself. Put first 5 to 6 lines on Lightning, Aura event, application event, component event, Aura method, right? Aura iteration, right? Aura if, right? Put all those Aura technologies that you have run, interfaces, tokens, right? Lightning out in Visualforce environment. So use all those, right? Use all those in your resumes. The next piece, right? This is what you'll be placing in your resume. Put any project, be perfect in the concept.
Or will
The
you
next
share a
piece,
sample resume?
Lightning resume, I don't have yet anything, right? I have my previous student created resume, but definitely I don't want to share those resumes because they are student resumes. They are not some professional resumes. So we don't have any professional resumes yet on what do you call Lightning. However, I will be sharing the interview questions complete, whether you have received or not. If not, then I will upload these interview questions today. It's a 29-page Lightning interview questions, complete with answers. Complete interview questions I'll be sharing with you. There are 110 interview questions. I try to cover each and everything. How can we subscribe a lightning component? How to communicate between two components? What is aura definition bundle, right? What is aura attribute, right? How can we extend any component, right? All these questions. What is $enq action? What is this class, this.css, right? So please go ahead and read these. What is lightning data service? What is a global ID, right? Local ID, global ID. What is a flexi page, right? Everything, whatever the questions that you can think, right? List of global values provided. What are the different list of global values provided? So you have complete interview questions available here, which I'll be sharing with you, right? With answers. It's not only a question. I gave you a complete answers also. How this, right? What are the methods available in force record, right? So save record, delete record, get new, reload, right? So, right, what is lightning out and everything. So please go through these, right? If you have not received, I'm going to share this. So please review this. You are also going to receive the lightning course material. If you have not received it, please contact the admin. I believe that everyone would have received by now. Yes, the course material, right? Please go through this course material, right? Theoretical part I've covered most in a detailed manner. What are the different components available and everything in the real time? What is used? All these components. I've given you about 35 components, 30 to 35 components I've given you, right? And then controllers. Go ahead and read these documents, right? What is a controller? Please, it is hardly 65-page document. So total, I'm giving you a 100-page document, right? So please go ahead and read all these documents. What are these, right? Supported and everything. So refer these documents, right? Whichever we have not discussed, they are also here, right? For example, SVG. So more information, read the document. You need not to search anywhere in the Google, right? This document covers everything. So don't worry about it. Every minute information. What are the advantage of Lightning Data Service? If somebody asks, I've given you. What are the limitation of Lightning Data Service? Right? You can go ahead. So you can see some sample programs I've given you because most of the program I'm doing in the class. So, right? So dynamic component. So read these documentations, guys. Spend your time, action overrides and everything, right? Spend your time and do this, right? Spend your time and do this. Now, one thing, right? I forgot to tell you, action override, which I'll be showing you because just I saw that one action override, right? Okay, one topic I missed, so I will show you now. So read this document completely, guys. This document should be available to you, right? What is the event handling cycle? They might ask you, so you have to be, explaining this diagram, right? How the event handlers occurs, right? So please read this documentation. I've tried my level best. These are not copy pasted from somewhere else. I have written it by myself. So read it. These are the two documentations you will get. I'm also planning to give you one more documentation, but it will take little time, which I have not yet prepared, called roles and responsibility documentation. That means whenever I put a lightning project, in my roles and responsibility, what I can write. So topic wise, I'll be giving you. So for example, in the event topic, what are the roles and responsibility you can put in your resume, right? And handy so that you can directly copy paste and you can modify a little bit more and you can present, right? Which I'll be giving it to you. I have not yet prepared. Don't start asking tomorrow itself, right? Give me another 1 week time. It should be there, right? Before the lightning, LWC class ends, all the documents will be there with you, right? So now this is about the documentation. Anybody has any questions, queries? If you have a doubts, right? Please feel free to do so.
So we have not received any documents unless the interview questions part. So we have to
Then
contact
No,
admin.
it
yes,
is there
you
in the
can come.
folder actually.
If it's there in the
Okay.
folder, well and fine. Check it out in the folder.
Yes. Okay.
There is
I've,
Thank you.
a
I've
material name folder. There it's there.
okay. That's good then. It's all there then. Right. In case if it's not, then please contact the admin. They should be able to give you those, right, documentation and everything. Right. Please contact your admin. You should be getting it. Right. Now, any other questions before I go to that action or action override topic?
So yesterday you have given a task, the second one, on the
Uh-huh.
calling a function inside a function from the
Right. That's
controller.
correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I was
With an
unable to
NQ.
NQ. I have used the NQ means declare a variable and I'm calling through NQ,
Right.
but
That's correct. That's the only
getting
way.
error actually.
No. Why should you get an error? Why should you get an error? Right. You shouldn't be.
Okay, okay. I will try
That's
it.
the only way. Right. That's the only way you can do it. Do you want me to write? Then I can do that. That's not a big deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, if
okay,
you can
we will
write
see
it.
that. Okay, sure, no problem. Right, I will write it for you. No issues. Any other things?
Rupam, in terms of
Yes.
certification, is there a specific certification on LWC Lightning?
Currently, we don't have any specific certification on LWC, guys. At this moment, it's not available. Right? Any specific certifications? No, it's not available. Right? So we don't have that certification. Right? I can find out the relative certification, a related certification. Right? A related certification. I can find it out for you.
Sure.
Okay. So any other questions? I can, because currently these are LWC is a new technology. We don't have anything yet at this moment. Getting it?
Sir,
So
in interview questions and answers, somewhere asked what is the difference between UI input and Lightning input? What is the UI and what is the difference between both?
see, UI input are nothing but these are for generic fields, right? In the old time, we used to use UI inputs, right? Now, before when the lightning started, it's long history, right? When the lightning started, we used to use UI components, right? We used to use the UI components. UI components are user interface components, right? It's input, same as your lightning input only, but it is in a different framework. It's a UI framework, right? It's a framework difference. All these questions are answered in the interviews. In the interview list, you will find this. I've given you what are the difference between UI and everything. So need not to worry about it. Just read the interview questions. For the interview purposes, we don't use any UI at this moment. I mean, we don't use anything, right? So
Sir,
all this,
I got interviewed somewhere. Actually, I faced some questions like they ask something from a deployment actually,
mhm.
which
Go ahead.
because I'm not from technical background, so I'm not aware
So
about.
how to deploy
If
it?
you
What are
just
the tools you're using, right? And they have
they
asked
ask
question on
something
and
scratch or I have never heard it about it. I have learned like I have searched about genset actually from that
chain
component
set.
of
See,
library.
if it's see, there are multiple tools, right? In my development class, I have not yet come. That is the next week. I'll be discussing the deployments, right? Whether it's a
Okay.
Lightning deployment, whether it's a Apex deployment, it's all same. So if you are in my development class, I'll be dealing with
I
chain
am
set. I'll be dealing with Ant. I'll be dealing with workbench deployment, visual code deployment, right? Package deployment. 5 deployment tools that I'll be talking about. So yes, I will. So it's the same thing. There you'll heard new terminologies, target, right, meta, right, XML files. There's a lot of XML, uh, locations are given. So you might heard you'll be hearing new words there. So those are in the deployment class. We will hear, not here, right? Here it's development. How to deploy this? All in the deployment classes, right? In the development mode, in the developer class we will have. So those who are in 10 o'clock batch, they should be, right? Or in my, your trainer should have told you. If you're not even for my batch or some other batch, that's fine. Then your trainer should have taught you how to deploy, whether it's a Visual Force page, whether it's a Lightning component, whether it's a Apex class triggers, how to deploy, he should have told you, right?
One more thing, sir. Yesterday
Yes.
I worked on path. I configured the subject as well as custom object. When I'm configured the subject, it's working fine.
Mhm.
In custom object, when I'm click on mark as the current stage, it's loading. I mean, it's not saving the particular stage.
It shouldn't be. I mean, it should be same whether it's working on a subject. So in the program, you have to check whether you have implemented stages there, right? That's what I understood, right?
Yes.
So you should have a script. I mean, you should have a server-side controller for that. So whenever you mark as a stage, you have to store the data somewhere, right? Stage information, bidding on that. Send me the
Deployed
code. I
and
will have a look. Not a problem. That's not a big deal,
okay. Yeah.
right? No issues. Okay,
Rupam,
right?
one more thing. One
Yes,
more thing.
please. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now the typical projects will start from migrating from Classic to Lightning, correct? So do we have any standard document, right? There are on
Yes, we
Google,
do.
but how about from yourself?
Definitely, yes. There are documentation which I'll be sharing with the part of LWC. In the LWC, we have, because see, realistically, if you talk about it, both Lightning and LWC are a single course, right? But there are certain people who wants to learn separate LWC. So actually your course is not ended. You should now continue with LWC, and that's where how to migrate, right? When should I use LWC? When should I use Lightning? Which are the components I should migrate from Classic to LWC? Which are the components I should migrate? So migration strategy is completely on LWC, right? Migration strategy is completely defined in the LWC, in the Lightning, right? The concept of migration is not there. Concept of migration is in LWC. That means, right? Lightning and LWC is a single course, right? So once you continue with the LWC, we would be having a separate class for migration. There'll be one or two class called migration, right? Where I'll be dealing with all the migration strategies. What are the steps in migration, right? Whether it's a Lightning component or LWC component, how do you migrate, right? Before migration, what you have to take care and everything. So clear?
Sure, yeah.
Anything else? Migration, right? It will be there in LWC document. Let me open an LWC document to show you Lightning LWC doc. LWC interview questions, LWC, Lightning, right? LWC interview questions, so many other, okay, here it is, course material. It's a separate concept, right? Which we'll be discussing in LWC class once it starts. LWC. Somewhere in the last, it will be there, migrations. So we will talk about those all migrations. Right? Any other questions, guys, before I start? What is this LW debug? See, migration, Aura to LWC, as well as complete migration. How can we migrate from Aura to LWC or from basic? Complete migration steps. What are the steps to follow? Right? You'll have complete how to do this migration. Which components, say Lightning components are there, how to migrate this. So it's a separate class itself, how to do the migrations. Okay.
Roham,
Next, yes, any other questions? Go ahead.
for LWC, I joined the last batch 95.
Mhm.
So we are still waiting for the course material and programs zip file. Is it already sent or?
Yes, I've already sent the whole project folder. I've put it there, right? Your complete project folder was there, the documents, the right, All these documents are
Main.
also available there. Interview questions are, I've asked them to post.
Yeah, interview questions are there, but the course material and the programs, the zip file.
It's there. I've completely every class after that. I will give you the whole project folder zip, including the programs.
Okay, because
Right.
last time it'll take 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The new documentation.
Yeah, because I was about to create. No, so it's all creation is done. Right.
So yeah, we can reach the admin. They can able to send it
Yep.
back.
Please go ahead, reach them. Say them that I need the project file. Right. In the classroom, whatever the programming was done, I need all those programming files with me. So they will give. Okay. Now, any other questions? So, two things. First, we'll start with calling in a one component. If I write in a controller, if I write two functions or more than two functions, how can I call it? Somebody said that there is an issue, right? So let's go ahead and do this. LC hyphen 1706 hyphen EG1 hyphen, right? I will say CONTROLL controller FUNCT function calls, controller function calls. Done. I'm creating a component. Now let's go to the controller directly, right? Let me assume that I'm just showing you, right? Let's say that there are 3 buttons or there are 2 buttons, right? What is this? LIGH lightning button. Label equals to what? Label equals to call, right? On click equals to what? Exclamation C dot, right? Call me. This is my lightning button. Simple button I'm creating. Now I go ahead and write a controller here called as call me. Controller. Let's assume that there are multiple functions available. I'm copying this. Control C, pasting. Control C, pasting. Now this is called as call me 2, call me 3. Total there are 3 different functions. Whenever I want to call me here, right? Whenever you want, I will say alert. Alert what? Right? Alert. Good morning. This is call me 1. This is call me. This is call me 1. Here I'm saying good morning. This is call me 2. Alert. Good morning. This is call me 3. Total 3 function, 3 different messages. I want to call me 2 in the call here. I don't want to write this in a helper. I don't want to write this in a helper. I want to call it here. In the call me, I want to call me 2, call me 2. I want to call this. How can you do that? Directly. In the Google, they say that declare a variable, then go ahead and call, right? An NQ action, same thing, dollar, right? Dollar what? A dot NQ. So NQ action, NQ action, dollar A NQ action, right? Dollar A NQ action. Inside this, I will say component dot get. What to get? Component dot get. What? I'll say C dot call me 3. C dot call me 3. Done. Over. C dot call me 3. Rather than you go ahead and declaring a variable called var a component dot get, then you say NQ action A, I can just put it, it's the same thing, right? I can declare this whole as one variable, and then I can say NQ A, var A equals to this component dot get, right? That's it. You want to call the second one also, right? What is the name of this function? That's the name of the function. Control S, go ahead and create an app, new, Lightning application, LA, right? Simple, guys. I gave you a simple homeworks because in interview they might ask. So C colon, oh, I didn't copy the name, bad luck. Okay. File, new component, Control C, cancel, LC, LC, right? Extends force dot extends equals to, oh, caps off. Extends equals to force SLDS. Control S, preview, simple one button will be there. That's it, nothing else, right? Please contact administrator where I am. Shit. I'm not in your, nobody even told me that I'm not in your login, guys. I'm in the morning 7 o'clock batch login yet. Okay. Let me go ahead. Let me copy this. Control C, file, open Lightning. There is nothing, only two, because I'm not in your login. Control C, close it, log out. Rupam @lt96.com. Password CRM1234#. Setup developer console. No, close, let's close everything. Expand it, file, new Lightning component. LC hyphen 1706 hyphen EG1 hyphen CONTR or controller FUNCTI1 function call. Submit. Right? Done. Call me. Perfect. File, new Lightning application. Control
Chair,
C. Yes. What
line
happened?
number 2, you have to click that. Lightning button didn't close.
I didn't close it. Very good.
Yes.
Don't worry. We'll close it then. Right. C colon caps C colon, right? What is this? I will go ahead and I'll say extends post SLDS. Right. Let me come here. Control S. Let me come here. Control S. Preview. One simple button will come. As soon as I click on submit button, hi, good morning. This is call me 1. Okay. Immediately I'm getting call me 3. Then I'm getting call me 2. Okay. See, it's working. Simple, guys. Use this line. In some program, they might have written it 2 lines, declaring this as a variable and then enqueuing that variable. Var a equals to component.get c.call me3, and then you're saying enqueue action, right? A. Being is same, both are same. I have just put it inside that. So if you want, you can declare a separate variable and then you can do it. Clear? The first one? Yes. Clear?
Yeah.
Right? Simple line, guys. Remember, how can I call another function inside one function? This is the way we call it. Okay, that's good. Control S. I'm closing it. Now, one more thing we will do. Right. Now, understand the requirement first, then file, right? Sorry, app manager. I go to my sales module, right? Whenever I go to my account, I click on this new button. I want this to change. I should load my new page, the page that I created. All the default actions of these default buttons, I want to overwrite. New, I want to overwrite this button. Whenever I click on new, I want the page that I created should be loading. Page that I created should be loading. Page that I created should be loading is a question. Same in the contact. Whenever I click on new, this is loading a default component. I don't want this default component to be loaded. I want my component to be loaded. How can I do that? There is a concept called as lightning action override. In an interview, they might ask you, what is a lightning action override? Lightning action override. Lightning action override is an implementation. This helps you to override the default action of a button of an system objects. You have to just add this line called as this line. You have to add lightning action override. Whatever I've highlighted, you have to add this line. Where? Whichever component. Let's go back. Let's open our component. Open lightning resource. Let us see one of the component where we are creating account or something. Retrieving, right? Create account as an object. Right? Here it is. I'm opening this component. Open selected. I go to the component. Right? Submit button. It's calling call me. I go to the controller. Right? I see that there is enqueue action. That means if I run this component, I can create an account. I want this page to load. This page to load. What will you do? First thing, always new component, right? I'm creating a component called as, right? A. I check this tab page, lightning page, record page, right? Submit. I just created a component called A. I need this line implements. Oof, so much long. I don't need all these things, guys. Right here it is. Access equals to global till access equals to global. Copy. I will come and I will place it in the 22nd05 class. I created this controller. Along with that controller, I will say implements. The whole line I have pasted. Implements. 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 Do I need all? Force app hostable. I don't need it. Remove. Right. Force flexi page available for all page type. For all the pages. Okay. Right. Do I need all these things? Definitely not. Right. I don't need all this. Right. Let me remove all these things, guys. I have unchecked everything. That's the reason everything came here. I need record ID. I need force has record ID. Right. Force has object name. One more I need here. Right. I need force has object name. That's it. I don't need all these things. Force has record ID. Right? Force has record ID. See what I need, I'm writing. Force has record ID because record ID is must. Anyhow, while creating account, I don't need record ID also. Rupam, where are you using record ID? We are not, so it is not required. What is required? Required is this, right? These are the things which are required. Has, right? Even though record ID is not used, you need this. Control C, implements. Actually, if I don't check, I can directly write it. Control V. Oh, sorry, not paste it. Control C, right? I come here, remove the force as record ID. Implements. That's it. Implements. Implements. I need this lightning action override. You need lightning action override. Record ID. You can understand that. It will give you record ID. Has object name. Which object? Account object. Wherever you're loading it. System will take that. This new keyword will help you to override the default action of a button. Remember this. Control S. Default action of a button. Control S I did. Now you see. I will overwrite the new button in account. New button. New button. New button in account. This new. Right? So don't worry. It will not load in a pop-up window because we have not used model. If you would have used model, then it would have load there. So fine. How to do that? Setup. Setup. Right? Setup. Setup. Go to my objects and fields. Object manager. Look for the account object. Account. Go to the button links and action. Look for the button called as new. New button. Here is the new button. Standard button. Click on this. Click on edit. Right side corner, drop down, edit. Now you see that. Lightning experience override. I will say lightning component. I will say right here. See 20-second 05 class. 20-second 05 example 2. 20-second 05 example 2. If you don't include this keyword, you cannot override a button. Now you see that I am saying, right? Lightning component, use this component. Use this component as lightning action override. Lightning action override. Lightning action override. Here also you can see the same component. Mobile override. I want to override that new button with this page now. Click save. Next time anybody goes to account and click new, they can override the default buttons availables. Default button available in account. I click on new. System will load my component. You see that? System will load my component. System will load my component. Does it work? Right? If it's working there in that class, then it should be working here because we didn't made any change to the component. Right? I will say OVER over RID, right? TCH override tech. I hit the save button. Override tech. I don't have any pop-up and everything. See, override tech got created. Override tech. I have overwritten the default. Right? Now there are two things even I didn't discuss with you. How to get a toast message. One more thing I didn't discuss with you. Right? Toast message. What is a toast message? Whenever you create an account, contact, one green message will come and automatically within some seconds it goes away. Those are called toast messages. Toast. Bread toast, toast. T-O. Right? Toast messages. Toast message. Toast in lightning or toast message in lightning. Right? Toast message in lightning. Simple guys, nothing. I just need to copy one program, that's it. These are small things which we'll do. Toast message. Whenever you want a toast message, right? You can go with this, right? This is how the toast is done. Where a toast message, copy this code. It's a simple. Wherever you want, a success will come, a message will come, toast message. The message has a property. How much seconds you want it to wait. Some you can say that duration. By default, the duration is 500, 5000 microseconds or something, right? So you can say stay there for 1 minute. On the screen, it will stay there for 1 minute. What is a toast message? A message that comes, copy this, right? Where, let me go to my here. In the lightning car, I go to the component controller. After the enqueue action is over, right? I want a toast message to be displayed. Show toast. I will say success. The record has been created successfully. Toast. Remove this. Remove this. That's it. Where toast event, one variable, you can give anything. Toast MSG equals to dollar, right? Dollar E4 show toast. You have to get this, right? Right. And then you have to give a toast dot title, toast dot this, right? And fire. This is how you create a toast message. Whenever you save a record, automatically this will come. Success. The record has been, I can put this anywhere, wherever I want. Toast messages, my toast, where a toast. You can give mode sticky, see that mode sticky. This is the thing. I want some URL in the toast message. Somebody should be able to click a link in that message. So you can go ahead, you can do a lot of examples are here given to you. It's all last the same. It's all the same. Declare a toast message, get the eForce.toast because this is where the structure is there, right? Toast structure, we are building the structure. We are just calling one pre-built structure. In that structure, we are passing our data, title data, message data, right? And then we are saying fire. That's exactly what we are trying to do. Toast message. Control S in the component. Let me go back. Toast message, new account, right? I go to account. So I refresh the account 2 or 3 times because it will take time, right? So explore the, right? If you have made any, if you have not put some right words and everything, it might give you an error. I will say TOAST, toast technology. I say submit. See, success. The record has been created successfully. Gone. One toast message. Copy paste. Copy paste. Simple one toast command. This is pre-built structure, right? Already there is a eForce.show toast. One structure is created. I'm getting that structure. On that structure, I'm setting the params. You can see that set params. Title to success, message to this. So this we are not creating it. Already pre-created. So toast messages are pre-created structures. We just call them. We just get them, and we pass our parameters with set params. Message is this is this. You can have green color, red color, blue color, whatever the message you want. You can go ahead and you can do that. Read this toast message documentation. Specifications, mode, what mode you want. Sticky mode, this mode, the default is dismissal mode, right? Specifies the font, right? Type, whether it's error, warning, success, info. See, you have some toast messages available, right? Which I didn't show you, which is used in the real time toast message, right? Whatever is required in the real time, these are all what you need in the real time. Any project, left and right, whatever I have shown you till today is what is required. Other than this, you can start exploring now. If you want something, now you should know how to handle things, where to write what, right? This is how you write a toast message, right? Action override. Toast messages. Clear? Everyone? Yes. Clear, everyone? Right? So that's it on the remaining piece. How to action override, because interview question they will ask. So I just showed you toast messages. Remaining everything, whatever is there in the interview question, go and type in the Google. You will not find a single topic which I have not covered in the interview question. Right? Put focus on your lightning. Somebody has asked development and lightning. Where should I put focus? Right? Ideally, priority rank 1 should be lightning. Rank 2 should be development. Your Apex classes, triggers, those are rank 2. But they will ask you, because you have to write a server-side controller. Do you know all those? Yes or no is a question. So rank 1 would be your lightning. Right? Once again, your LWC classes will start from 22nd morning 8:30. 22nd of this month morning 8:30 a.m. will be starting your LWC classes. Please contact your admin if you have not completed the formalities, if you have not taken the complete course. If you are interested to join in LWC, please contact them now. Those who have already opted as a one course, as a bundle, as a full course, Lightning with LWC, they need not to worry. They will get the link on Sunday. On Sunday evening, you'll get the link for the Monday morning class. Right? So please, it's a continuation actually. Right? It's an interval. People who want to leave the movie in the interval can please do so. Your wish. People who want to continue watch the movie will start from Monday 22nd 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Same time, right? The link will change. Please contact your admin. Complete programming will change. Now, whole programming style, tool will change, programming will change. Concept remains same. There also we are creating cards, but how we are creating card is different. There also we are writing client-side controller, but a different way. The same is not used there. We don't use NQ action and everything. No, we use wire, @wire. So there's a lot of whole complete flip of a coin. It will be changing now. Complete different programming, different framework, right? So the course will continue for 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Again, 1 month, same as Lightning. How much time we have spent on Lightning? Almost the same equivalent time, little less. We will, because I don't need to reiterate the Lightning concepts. So Lightning concepts are completely required in LWC. Remember this very well. Without a Lightning, you cannot join LWC classes. So those who want to continue can please. Anything else, guys?
Sir, as
So
you said in the what are the requirements for real time in Lightning? But
see,
we
I
didn't
can
share.
give you some stories, but I cannot give you any project at this moment, because see, I'm in a real-time project and I cannot share that project, right? I have to take some project requirement, create a dummy one for you, and then share with you. And that's going to take time. On the day one itself, I told you, for Lightning and LWC, I will not be able to give you any project, right? So it is just a requirement, and those are concept-based requirement. As we are dealing with the concept, I was showing you, every concept I was telling you what are the real-time usage, right?
Based on their requirement, we can proceed on.
Based on the requirement, this will have to do, right? So anyhow, I'm creating a document. I'm already started creating a project documents and everything, right? So few of your class members are helping me on that. So with by their help, if we are able to create a successful documentation, then yes, right, I will share this document, right, with you guys. So there are 2 girls who are helping me from your class to create the documentation, because you know that I'm working, so I don't have that much enough time to focus everywhere, right? Immediately after the class, I have my office. By the time I complete my office, it's night, right? And then again, next day morning class. The life is getting rotate. It's just moving on. So I need some helping hand, and there are 2 girls who has opted to help me out of this. So I'm trying to prepare the doc. So see, drive will be available, accessible to you. So don't worry about it. For the next 6 months to 1 year, the drive is accessible, right? Whenever the document is there, I will put it in that drive. So it doesn't mean that the new batch will get it, right? Rupam, we will not get, no. Every documentation that I create, right, will be even for the old batch also. That means if you have attended, somebody who have attended my lightning batch earlier or lightning class, LWC class earlier, they will also will receive the same document, updated documents. So I keep on updating those folders, right? So currently, no, I don't have any project-based requirements, right? Anything else, guys?
Real time, which topics are mostly used?
Which topic is mostly used? Controllers. In real time, the whole life is controller. Your morning day will start with controller, it will end with controller only. Finally, we are writing everything in the controller, right? In the controller only, we are using events and everything. So component and controller in real time in Lightning is like your day in, day out. Tokens used, right? Events, yes, used. Interfaces, yes, used. Lightning out, yes, used. Aura method, it's used somewhere wherever it's required, but not always, right? So mostly it will be controller, component, right? All these things. LDS, data between page and the database, mostly used in real time. Anything else, guys?
Sir, when we need anything dynamically populate in the select, for example, if I have a shopping cart to build, and if I'm planning to select any product, for example, uh,
Go
I
ahead,
have a
good. I
series
understood.
of products.
You need to give me example. You want to
Yes.
select some products. Okay, then next.
Yeah, so dynamically when I'm typing the code of that product, the search should go minimum, and
jQuery.
the character.
Use
Okay,
jQuery.
jQuery.
jQuery for such requirement, and that is exactly today's class. I'll do. Right, you're there in my development class today. You're part of that.
No.
Oh, so sad. Otherwise, I would have taken this requirement. Okay, then. Right, I will take this requirement. I will do it in my what do you call development class today, right? And using a jQuery, I'll do it, and right, and I'll share that video with you, right? Just ping me your email address, or I will ask them to put today's development class in your what do you call in the lightning class also, so that
Lightning.
you can have a look, right? I'll put that video in that folder. It's the same thing. See, you with the same code, you can copy and paste here. It works. The jQuery, because I'll be doing a jQuery completely. So for any type of such requirement, masking, I want to mask. What is the masking in the field? I want mm/dd/yyyyyy. I want 2 dashes slash 2 dash slash 4 dash. How can I do that? These are nothing to do with your Lightning or Apex or Visual Force. These you have to do with a general programming called as JavaScript or jQuery. Correct what I'm saying? So
Correct.
these, whatever you say, search, I go and type in Google, automatically Google give me a lot of suggestions. How can I achieve that? jQuery. That is the purpose of jQueries and JavaScripts. Ajax jQuery. That is the purpose, right? It has nothing to do with Lightning. So jQuery, simple jQuery,
Okay.
right?
And yes, correct. So the moment I select any product, it should be passed to any other component where I'll get the
Yes.
sum of
Now on that
those.
field, on change event, you can write. I've been writing on click, no, every time, right? I've been writing what? On click. So change this on click to on change. On
Okay.
chang. See, on change is also there an event. I was not doing, that's a later part of the story, but now you can see you can put it on change. So
Correct.
on these fields, every field I can say on change, call me. Control C. Yeah, lightning input, right? On change, call me. On change, call me. You can start placing like this. Whenever the field changes, on change is there. So you can do that, right?
Thank you,
So
sir.
on that field, you can write an on change, and then you will continue with our lightning program. See, on change, call this class. Then you'll write the controller. Getting it? Right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
where will I write the, what do you call, jQuery? You'll write it on the onload event. What is an onload event? Aura handler init, initialization. As the page load, my initialization should load, and that field, whenever the Google page loads, you go to Google, www.google.com. As the page load, the suggestion also loads. R. See? So you will write the jQuery in the onload event. And then on the field, on change event, you will write whatever you want to do. You want to pass it to an event, you want to fire an event, then you want to pass it to another component. Right? There's another component called as cart. I want to pass it to that. So create an event with an attribute, pass this attribute to the cart, the way I kept on adding dot push, dot push, dot push. Finally, when they click on the cart component loads. There is a button called as, if the cart has minimum one quantity, the order button will be enabled, dynamic component creation. Right? If not, then there'll be no order button available. And then you can take to another component. So like this, you can build a flow of the components, one after one components, another component, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
One more thing I thought to give you, right? One more thing. How can you call a component with a button? Right? I have a lightning button. On this button, I want to call another component. On this button, on this button, whenever I click on submit button, I want example 3 to be loaded. Find it out. Simple, guys. Again, one line command. Understood the requirement, right? As soon as I hit the order button, I want the order component to be loaded. I want order component to be loaded. So how to do that? Simple. Just a lot of ways to do that. So how to do that? Find it out.
With
On
link
click,
here.
you can, yes, on click, you can, on the click, you can write a function there to load that component, to call the component. It's get, right? It's get and enqueue. Same thing, right? Just explore it out. Okay. So guys, best of luck. Those who are leaving in the interval, within the middle of the course, those who wants to leave, best of luck for your career. Right? If you have any questions, you can get in touch with me through emails. Right? You have my email address, put it there. Please do expect some delay in responding the email. Right? And those who are continuing with me, they will once again back. I'm giving you a 3 days holiday here, 2 days, Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday, anyhow, it's an off. And then from Monday onwards, we'll be starting LWC, Lightning Web Component. So nice being with you guys. Hope that you have learned, good things with me during this 1 month class, right? I believe that whatever you have been expecting, right, the things which you didn't knew earlier, now I believe that after this class is over, you are good and confidently you can go ahead and say that, yes, you know how to create a lightning component, lightning bundle and everything, things which you would have never even imagined, never even seen, or if you have seen, you didn't knew that how that's going to work. Now you know how this whole lightning concept is working. So with that hope, right, I believe that I met your expectations up to certain level, and I also believe that I have taught you, or my teaching was good. That's what I'm thinking, but you might have your own personal opinion whether I have taught you in a right way, or did you learn something from me or not. But I hope that you have at least learned how to go ahead and work with lightning and everything, right? So that's it, guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. That's the end of your lightning classes. Keep doing research. It's an ocean, exploring the things out, right? Don't expect that the whole globe can be taught in a class. No, right? Classes are only for optimal. Even if you go to a driving class, the car driving class, the car driving school will never make you a Formula One racer. They will teach you the basic driving, and then it is by your experience, your practice, you have to become a Formula One racer. Same concept applies here. We will give you the basic optimal, a good amount of knowledge. Now with this knowledge, you will be exploring more on the lightning, and you can find new things, right? If you find something new, please do share with me also over the email. Hey Rupam, I find something new, right? Hope that this is something new that I found. Don't worry whether it's, I'll say, oh, that's good, I know, right? So, but thanks for sharing. But if you find something new, do share with me over the email, right? Stay in touch. I'm not a trainer who leaves the student. So through an email, you can be in touch with me. So have a nice and wonderful day, right? Bye-bye, guys. Have good careers. Good day.
Thank you so much.